I know I am a queen of my own life. When looking into modeling, they should first know kahan apply karna hai. But they should really check the backgrounds of the institution because who knows what is going on in this world. I'm not gonna reveal anything. Like, you don't really deserve it, but yet you pay money to make it deserving. Uh, the money game. A lot of discrimination with the kids, given that I was Indian. So they just constantly used to tease me about it. That is not a good question.
Namaskar and hello everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of OP Podcast, where dreams meet reality and stories inspires millions. Today we have a powerhouse of talent, beauty, confidence and culture. A young girl who is making Odisha and India proud. From open schooling to international exposure, from dance floors to crown stage, sees the elegance with fire. Let's welcome Shreya. Hello, Shreya. You are looking lovely today with all those stars and crown, looking like in Disney princess.
Thank you. How are you?
So I am fine. I am fine. But yes, I do. I am very curious about those stars and the crown and everything. So do tell me about it.
Well, I am the winner of the cultural round of Junior Miss India Season 4, and along with that, I have won Miss Talented for Junior Miss India earlier this month.
All right, lovely. Like when you look yourself in the mirror, like do you see a dancer, a queen, or a dreamer? Like what?
I honestly see myself because I am all those three, and I have much more talent along with that. So I really don't focus on one of my talents.
Like actually you don't look your age, right? Like I still can't believe you are in class 10 and you have all those kind of qualities and personalities. Like how are you going to inspire all those 10-year-olds or like those who are studying in class 10? Like tell us your secrets.
Well, first of all, they have to be themselves, how much they love themselves, and how they focus on their extracurriculars, because their life isn't just about studies. And alongside with that, they should focus on their curriculars, like I mentioned, how they make friends, how confident they are in their life. So that's much more than just studies, than friends, or just than family.
As I can see, you choose open schooling
Yeah.
at such an young age. Like how you took that bold decision? Like why?
Well, earlier I was in traditional education system, which means 7 hours of schooling and then lunch. And if I am lucky, I get nap time. And then I have to go for tuitions, which gives me no time on my own extracurriculars like dance or maybe poetry or cooking or whatever. So the only word that comes to our life is just studies, studies, studies. So open schooling has given me a very flexible schedule, which is why I mainly chose open schooling.
Do you miss your friends or a classroom or
I
that?
really do. So to anyone looking into open schooling, make sure you have your friends around.
Okay. So, like, how did this open schooling help your career? Like,
Well, like I said, a flexible schedule. I don't focus on something that is just educational. And open schooling, it has helped me give more time to myself. I get to know myself more better because when I was going to school, it was just a student in me. And alongside, I focus more on my active life, playing, conversing with people, and even pageantry, which I got into because of open schooling.
all right, it seems that you are doing a lot of things. I am just drinking like Sprite, I guess, at that age. Okay, so like, tell us your schedule, like, when you wake up and how you end your day.
Well, when I was in traditional schooling, I would have to wake up at 7 o'clock. No, sorry, my bad. I would have to reach school at 7:30, which means I have to wake up earlier, take a shower, catch the bus, and everything. But here, open schooling, no school, so it's practically whenever I want. I usually tend to wake up at 9 o'clock, which is way off schedule of every
I
other.
am jealous.
Well, alongside that, I focus on my own health. I do like my skincare, which I didn't take much care of when I would be in school. And alongside that, I would do my breakfast a little later and maybe a heavier breakfast because when I used to go to school, I would have to grab something and just get on the bus. And alongside, oh my god, I'm saying alongside too much. And with that, I get more time to focus on my studies and extracurricular. Honestly, I did not get time to watch TV when I used to go to school. So now I do get a little bit of time on TV, but I try to notch it down. And I get into poetry when I'm bored because it's really one of my genes, I guess. Poetry. My father, my grandparents, they both are great poets. My dad is into writing, so yeah, poetry and composition. Alongside that, oh god. And with that, I also focus on my dance Odissi. I have been learning it for over 11 years. So that's practically my life. And because I don't go to school, I focus more on tuitions than teachers teaching me.
All right, you say your father is a poet.
No, no,
Like,
my bad. My father has written books,
okay,
which is being read in IIT. My grandparents both are renowned poets.
poets. So tell us a name so that we can just search up in the Google
Yeah,
and
so
read that.
Manmat Kundu, he was the ELTI director long ago, and Binodini Patra, she's kind of renowned in Odia poetry.
You are in Singapore, and how's the life different from here in Odisha?
While in Singapore, honestly, I can't say much because I relocated back in 2022. So I was just a child back then, and I literally had to go through the coronavirus period during that time in Singapore. But I spent over 11 years there, and my school life was much simpler because I was naive along. But yeah, I had friends. I used to go to school, and in school we also focused on extracurriculars, dance, games, and everything, which honestly I don't feel Indian education system does that much. And along with that, I also do a lot of etiquette stuff. They don't teach that in every single school. I was in a Cambridge curriculum school of government in Singapore. They taught us how to talk, how to converse with people, eye contact, 6-inch voice, your body language, how that all matters when you speak to someone. So, which is not supposed to be taught by a teacher, but they did, and I'm kind of proud of that in Singapore. And friends, families, I really didn't have that much in Singapore because they all were here. But there I did make a bunch of multiracial friends. We got to know more about their backgrounds along. I do miss them a lot, and the food as well because they have a lot different type of cuisines. Singaporeans, they are mainly a mix of Tamil. Some of them are Chinese, some of them are Malay, some of them are Eurasian. So yes, I miss that culture all again.
So if I give you a choice between Pokhal Vato and some Singaporean dish, which one would you choose?
That is not a good question. I love Pokkalavata, and well, there is a lot of history to Pokkala itself. It's very good for health because of the fermentation by dipping your hand in the food. And Singapore, being a Southeast Asian country, also has a lot of spices in the food. But I really like Pokkala, so I would pick Pokkala. I'm so sorry, Singaporeans.
What's one Singaporean habit that you would say you miss a lot?
Well, in school, we had a bunch of stalls during breaks which we could go and eat. We had a 30-minute recess, which here they gave us only 15. And with the various different type of stalls, I used to get to pick whatever type of food I could get. Mostly there were Japanese sushi, a bento box. It had like meat, a good amount of rice, and other proteins and stuff. So that is what I miss a lot because over here everything is just bhatta dali.
Living abroad change your confidence or gave you a boost in morale and
Yeah,
everything?
I must say yes, it does because living abroad has taught me a lot more than just confidence. It has taught me how to walk, how to talk, how to converse with people, how to make new friends. So yes, it did.
As I can see, you have an accent to your voice. Like, and also I can read that British accent, American accent, Singaporean accent. Can you give us a quick demo?
This accent that I'm already speaking in, that is a very lighter tone of the British accent. I can shift it to a more deeper tone and accent, which I prefer not talking with people in India because they really used to tease me about it. But yeah, and then I can go to an American accent. It is more da da. You want to give me water? I'll drink it. And then I can go to the Singaporean accent, is more short and very localish. Mostly talking people makan and everything in Singapore, Southeast Asian area, so they talk like that lah.
Uh, let's say which accent give you more compliments? Like
Well, I must say my original British accent, but people used to tease me, so I try to balance it with
balancing with the
Indian
Indian one.
accent.
Alright.
Yeah.
So have you faced bullying because of that? Like you said.
Well, not back in Singapore. They didn't judge anyone, but here, I wouldn't say it's bullying. But they just constantly used to tease me about it. So I tried to bring it back a notch. And when I enrolled into Loyola School, everybody told me it's an English medium school. My father was saying that they are very strict about talking in English. And to my surprise, everybody was talking in Hindi and Odia. So I tried to blend in that manner. So speaking English really stopped over there. So that's how I stopped that teasing part of it. But when I talk to people, I try bringing back the Indian accent.
Is it because of that you choose open schooling or?
No, no, absolutely
No.
not. No, I actually miss traditional schooling, but yeah.
All right. Have you ever used an accent to escape the trouble?
As of now, I haven't been in such trouble, but if I were, I could. But this accent has helped me talk to foreigners, more Australian, British people who come visit. That's how I get to understand them better. But trouble, no.
So I can see you are into dance as well. So tell us about it.
I was 5 years old. Before that, I learned ballet. And then Mama showed me a Odia movie, Akasaki Ranga Lagila,
Oh,
in Singapore. And I saw the glimpse of Odissi dance there, and I was like, "Mummy ko jid ki thi." I want to learn that dance, and I love the costume and the gracefulness. So Mama set off on her journey searching a teacher, and that's how my dance career started at the age of 5. I learned Odissi for over 11 years now, probably gonna be 12. So that's how I really got into dance. My teacher, Guru Sasmita Pal, she had taught me mostly in Singapore. And afterwards, Guru Saswat Jesse, he has come to Singapore for a workshop where I have performed with him and Eliana Sitaris. And along with that, Guru Gajendra Panda. So he also had given a lot of workshops. And currently, I am in Padamurta Dance Academy by Padma Shri awardee Aruna Mohanty's best student, Guru Bijan Palai sir and Suchismita Sahu.
in Odissi it is said that every form, every dance that you do, every step that you do represents something. Like there are names, obviously I cannot recall. Like it is Gajasuro and some and everything. Can you tell a bit more about that?
So one thing that fascinates me about Odissi personally is Abhinaya, which is the act. And I love Abhinaya because that's when I get into the character, and how I portray it is how I embrace the performance and the whole character. Alongside the main two postures are Choka, which represents Lord Jagannath, and Tribhanga, where there are 3 points in our body postures that are Bhanga.
All
Bent.
right. Since you are 11 years into dancing, like who is your inspiration?
Well, Padma Shri awardee Aruna Mahanti, she is one of my greatest inspiration and role model who I look into for Odissi.
At home, do you perform Odissi or you prefer ballet?
Well, I have lost touch with ballet, but I used to get more into Odissi because ballet, there was a lot of discrimination with the kids, given that I was Indian. And
Really?
not really much, but I didn't feel right being with all
Okay.
the other type of racial kids, and I'm being the only Indian girl. I kind of didn't feel right, and there was a lot of flexibility which I had to work with, splits, back bending, and everything. I just couldn't.
So apart from Odissi and ballet, what other dance forms do you prefer?
I do Bollywood along, and Bollywood is something I would say doesn't have to be taught. When you are a classical dancer, you can move your body to any other hip hop or pop music. So it's just very versatile.
Have you ever danced in a wedding reception like?
Ah yes, that's what I look forward to in a wedding, dancing.
Love.
Dancing and food.
Okay, so what is the toughest moment in your dance journey? Like,
Well, one of my toughest moments would be competing in a dance competition where everybody were adults and I was the only child there. And I had to compete with them in order to win, which I felt was not fair, but we had to go so much to be given that they were older than me, more experienced, and I just had probably just 4 or 5 years because I was 7 years at that age. And it was in 2017 where I kind of went through the struggle and have won the Rising Star Award, just first place.
Lovely, lovely. So, children watching this, she's an inspiration for you guys. Like at 7, she won. So, with so many dance form, like what actually inspired you to take Odissi,
The movie,
the
the
movie?
dance, the gracefulness, how she represented it, that's why.
How do you feel performing on stage? Because you are in Singapore, and I think in Singapore people don't know Odissi much. So, have you performed there? Like
Yes, I have done many. Most of my stage performances were in Singapore. I have
Singapore.
few done in Malaysia, and few in India. So, given that, like you said, people don't know Odissi, and there were other art forms alongside Odissi. We had Chinese dance, the Malay dance, and mostly when they talk about Indians, they refer to the Tamil because Southeast Asian, I mean South Indian people were a lot in Singapore. So they prefer
Bharatnatyam.
Bharatnatyam. So when people saw Odissi, they were like, "Oh, India ka bhi aur ek bhag hai." And yes, Odissi, people were fascinating like me. That's how I got into that, and how some other people have gotten into Odissi.
So, like, what was the most emotional moment for you in that phase, dance phase?
Well, the most emotional part would be when I had to leave Singapore along with my dance peers just to come here and continue the same line.
Enough of the dance questions. Coming back to your Miss India
Junior Miss
part.
India, yeah.
So, in junior round. So, since you are wearing the crown, tell us about the story of the crown, like how you got it.
Well, everything was possible by open schooling. If I hadn't gotten into open schooling, I wouldn't have gone into the pageantry world in the first place. Growing up, I had interest in fashion and pageantry, but I couldn't get time to do it because I was very fickle minded, I had my studies along, so it was really hard for me to get into the line. Open schooling made it possible, and that's how could spend more time on just that line.
How your life changed after wearing the crown? Like, what difference did you feel?
Well, the crown, I must say, it doesn't really change much because I know I am a queen of my own life. But it has opened up a door of opportunities to me, and there is more to look forward in life. So I must say that's just not for me, that's for the other girls who have also competed. They have won in their own life because they made it that far, and they deserve their own position they all are already in.
Since you are into modeling as well, and what part of modeling is really difficult?
Well, I must say the choreography part because that's usually made on spot. Before then, people usually go for coachings, which I didn't. And for the specific pageant, I used YouTube videos learning for it. So for my personal challenge, it was learning how to walk without a guidance. But over there, remembering the choreography, who is after what, and how we should go, which direction. If one messes up, everybody else has to mess up.
Hmm. What was the first step you took during your that modeling career phase?
Well, the first step was to know how what you need to do and where is your scope. So anyone looking into modeling, they should first know कहाँ apply करना है. Agency, or should I do a solo, or should I just do shows? Well, now we have a lot of shows where they are asking for models to sign up and apply for it. So I think that is a very good chance and opportunity, but they should really check the backgrounds of the institution because who knows what is going on in this world. Alongside learning how to walk, confidence, and how you can show your X factor, that really matters in the line
All
of
right.
work.
Since every coin has two sides, have you ever faced the dark side of this modeling that we have been hearing about in the media and everywhere?
Well, the money game,
The money game.
that is a huge factor. If that wasn't there, everything would have been fair. But life is unfair, so without the money game, it wouldn't be life.
So, do they deny you money after the performance or what?
No, what I mean is getting into those heights and people paying money just to get into a position.
Okay.
Those make you don't really deserve it, but yet you pay money to make it deserving. That is a very huge factor which works a lot in this industry.
Tell us honestly, which cuisine you love the best?
Well, I love Japanese cuisine. Well, although I haven't been to Japan yet, as much as cuisines I've tried in Singapore, Japanese to me stands out the most. I love their food.
So, your father is a writer.
hmm
Which book of his do you love the most?
Well, my father is more into geological writings,
Okay.
as he's a geologist and a professor at Ravenshaw University. So his level of writing is next, and I can't understand a thing he writes. I'm not in that field. Well, I am very into poetry alongside psychological thrillers. I love reading books, especially of Holly Jackson's, just the twist and everything. So yeah, I have published a book, Silenced Inks. It's a poetic collection, and there is a book ongoing. I'm not going to reveal anything.
Should readers be ready for something new that is coming? Like,
Yeah, you should. I'm just not sure how
is it a
soon.
fiction? Is it a fiction or
Yeah, it's a
poetry?
fiction. It's fiction, and it's a psychological thriller. And it's more of the names are from my life, but none of them are from my life, or I don't hope it's from anyone's life. That would be really a pity. But yeah, that's my story. I'm not gonna say much because it's gonna give everything away, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna, present it. How soon I'm gonna present it because right now 10th board chal raha hai. So I'm looking forward maybe next year or later this year. So stay tuned.
All right. Right now we are in the rapid fire round. So be sure to answer it fast.
Okay.
So your favorite dance song?
Illegal Weapon 2.0.
All right. Celebrity crush?
Rohit Sharaf.
Whoa.
Rohit Sharaf.
Rohit Saraf. Real life crush?
Oh,
Yeah. You have to
do I
answer it
have
fast.
any? I don't think I have any.
Street food or five-star food?
Street.
Street. Okay. And name of any street food that you
Pani
love? Pani puri. All right. Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Heels. Stage or camera?
Oof. I feel cameras are better because stage is like just for the live audience. Like cameras.
And your favorite author or book?
Holly Jackson
Holly
and
Jackson.
her murder series.
All right, and that's it. It was lovely meeting you, and I'm pretty much sure all the people who are watching they will be inspired by your life, by your stories, and that's it. Thank you, Shreya.
Bye bye.
Shreya, your journey proves that age is just a number when passion is powerful. From Odisha to the crown, from dance floors to the global platforms, you are truly an inspiration for every young dreamer watching today. Thank you for joining us and sharing your beautiful story. We can't wait to see you shine brighter and conquer bigger stages. This is OP Podcast signing off. Stay inspired and stay dreaming.